But you can't go in unless you're pre-ordering. So how do you go into the bottle fill station? That's what I just. That's where it was. There's one in Cosmic Rays. So that's where it is. I don't know where. There might be another one though.
Ready to dazzle?
Yeah.
Well, you already went live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
it'll take a few seconds before it comes up.
No, popped up.
All right. Let me find.
Says 3 people waiting.
Are they? They should pop up. You can type in the chat. Let me find GarageBand. There we go. Just make sure I have that. Oh, I could actually probably play the intro live, I think. That seems dangerous, though.
I would not introduce any new.
No, it's actually pretty easy to play. But, yeah. Like, let me see.
So much
Never
here.
rehearse a song live
who's
in
Grish?
concert.
We have Grishland who says to dazzle us.
Bedazzle or Dazzle?
Bedazzle. Definitely.
Uh,
All right, I have the chat up with the keyboard, as we'll run for. Hello, friends.
and I could even play the Goal Getters live.
Sean's here. I hope Diana has something with high SPF on.
High SPF on.
I will not confirm that I'm making a job aid for work right now.
Can you hear that music?
I can't.
I can't.
That's
Barely-
weird.
I barely hear something.
Hold
like
on, I know
barely.
what it is. Hold on, I'll fix it. There we go. For some, hopefully, and that was weird.
Hi, Chrissy. Happy podiversary.
Hello.
To us.
Hello.
We have 9 people watching. Wow, this is a lot of pressure.
Yes.
A
Oh,
lot of
Jesus.
pressure.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting some things.
We are going to start the episode for the 9 people watching. As a normal episode.
Do you hear that?
Yes. Very much so.
There you go. All right.
As a
That is
regular
a-
episode, and then we'll share some commentary that you guys leave here and there, sprinkle it in. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll jump in when we can.
All right. Okay, audio's good on that. How's the audio on the YouTube, everyone?
We got Run Eat Drink. Sophie is here.
Oh, hey.
Meredith Scoot Doot is here.
All right.
Banana Milk is here. We've got a party. I hope you guys are gonna actually party with us on Zoom in a little while.
Oh God. As long as I don't
If
throw
you
up.
guys, great. If you guys,
I feel like we need to turn another light on.
if you guys
got it,
give
I
us
got it. Hold on.
like,
Why is it so dark?
oh my goodness, Chris, ew, what music is that? I part of music podcast. I was part of a music podcast trying to get music to play.
The blind a little bit.
Oh, by the hosts overall is a nightmare. Audio sounds great.
Thank you, Sophie.
Also, the sound on YouTube is good.
Ah, cool.
He's making fun of Tom because Tom wants to start a second podcast about music.
So Chris is
That would be a
troll-
good idea,
trolling.
actually. I'm just saying that's a good idea.
a podcast.
He keeps
about
coming up
music?
with ideas and then looking, and then there's an exact podcast with his idea.
You know what? There's an exact podcast for every idea.
For
It's true.
every idea.
It's true.
Like there is no new idea at this
Yeah.
point.
Jamie's here. He's checking in on his real estate, which is what he calls the real estate that he's taking up in Michael's head
Oh my God.
for their competition.
Oh Lord.
Heating up, Jamie. It's heating up.
I really do want to see a race between Jamie and Michael.
I think it's gonna happen in Raleigh.
I have a feeling it's happening.
It'll be in Raleigh. What day? Is that? I don't know.
October.
First weekend of
whatever. No,
October.
the second weekend
Second
of October.
weekend of October in Raleigh.
Maybe it is the first weekend. I
First
don't know.
weekend. I don't know. Something like that.
It's the Columbus Day weekend
There you go.
or
Second weekend.
Indigenous Day weekend.
Second weekend.
Whatever we
of,
want to call that day now.
That'll be the second weekend of October.
It's like the 8th-ish, right?
Yes. All right. Do you want to try? Do you want to do a test with the music and see how it goes? And then if it doesn't work, we'll re-record it.
I feel like all of this stays in, including when Chris was trolling me.
Well, no, I could add that to the end anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see. Here we go. You want to see how it works out?
So
We're doing this on the fly.
Yeah, do you know like at what point he's got to come in?
It'll fade. You'll hear it fade.
Oh, you'll
Yeah.
hear the fade when it fades.
Thank you. Thank you.
When it
Now?
Sorry, I hit that by accident, actually. All right, here we go.
Hello and welcome to Will Run For. This is your host Tom, and with me as always are Erin.
Hello.
Oh, wait, we got to start over.
Apparently
Oh
we got
my
to start over.
God.
I feel like this is unfair because you're asking him to do something he's never done before.
I know. I just wanted to test it. I didn't hit record anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That felt good. Can they hear us?
Yes, they can hear.
Yeah,
us.
They can hear us. I
This
just
is
didn't
whole
hit
thing.
record on GarageBand yet. Sorry about that. Oh, my God.
Just one big troll.
We're- No, that was exactly where you would hit it. It was perfect, actually.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
great.
I know.
Great. He's like, I
First-
finally did something right.
Not my first rodeo.
All right. Well, I'm just going to hit record and
Okay.
not play the music because I apparently can't do three things at once. Okay.
This is embarrassing.
Oh, my God. Somehow
Took us a year to get this good.
I totally forgot to hit record on GarageBand. Thank God I looked at that.
That
All
would've been
right.
amazing.
Start over again.
Wait, are you playing the music?
No, we're not playing the music this time.
There you go. No music.
No music.
Hello. And welcome to Will Run For. This is your host, Tom. And with me, as always, are Erin.
That's the kind of enthusiasm you want for your anniversary podcast.
Yes.
Michael, I tried. Don't-
Oh,
you can't
man.
all be winners.
Oh, God.
And Diana.
Hi.
All right. Hi, guys.
You'll
How
he-
is everyone?
Good.
Fantastic. You'll hear what happened previously at the end of this, I'm sure. Yeah. No, good. Just got back from Disney, so good.
It's been a while. I feel like you guys went on vacation for
We did.
a while, and then Michael was away, and I went camping, and so it's been like a month since we talked. Well, at least on here.
Yeah, and it's weird. When we were on vacation, it seems like everything happened
Oh, yeah.
in Maryland. Like we're in Hawaii, and it's like there's a gas shortage outage thing. The cicadas showed up. The pandemic apparently went away. Like, it's just all of these things happen, and I'm like, what's going on? And Hawaii is a state. I know Hawaii is a state, but I kept referring to it as like, what's going on back in America?
What's going on back in America?
Oh, gosh, that's funny.
Well, it's kind of like that. I mean,
Well, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know. I've never
Yeah,
been to
well,
Hawaii.
They're kind of like Scotland with the UK. They hate us. They don't want to be part of us.
Yeah.
It's so
There's
true.
like signs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So
stuff,
true.
Like they hate us.
Yeah, a large contingency of Hawaiians feel occupied,
Mm.
and so we were driving, and some of them fly the flag upside down in protest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't get them started on Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, boy.
Man, do they not like Mark Zuckerberg?
That's interesting.
How did you find that out?
So we did a tubing excursion where we went tubing through these tunnels that used to be used to transport sugarcane.
Okay.
And our tour guide, who was fantastic, she could be a jungle cruise skipper. She was telling us all these stories, and there's some story. I'm going to get most of these facts wrong, so please Google it. But apparently, Mark Zuckerberg bought a huge plot of land,
yeah.
and he kind of sold sold them on I'm going to protect this area
Hmm.
and I'm not going to develop it. And that's kind of what he's doing.
Okay.
So
Sounds
he
about right.
basically, and then they're very, I mean, they're very protective of their natural environment.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, it's their greatest resource for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so they do not like him.
So we are live, just so you all know, on YouTube.
Yes, we
so
are.
we have a chat going, and we'll make some comments here and there as we go through. But Anna Runs and Coffee is confused how Mark came up while tubing.
Because the land is owned by Steve Case, who was the CEO of AOL, and he bought all the land, and that's where the tubing took place.
Oh, the tubing
He
was
does all
on the land.
He,
Okay.
he does all the good stuff with the land, and Zuckerberg does all the bad stuff.
See, thank God she's here.
We should have all stuck with AOL.
Oh my gosh, you've got mail. So I guess you guys had a good time on vacation.
We did. It was not really relaxing. It was kind of action packed. We did a lot. We saw a lot. We stayed in Oahu for the first couple days at Alani, the Disney resort, which is absolutely gorgeous. First day there, I lost my wedding band.
Oh,
In the
water?
no.
Yep, so that was awesome.
Oh.
And then yeah, it was a really fun trip. We hit some breweries. We drank a lot of really expensive fruity drinks. Hawaii in general is gorgeous. We basically everywhere you look is Jurassic Park,
Oh, gosh.
like everywhere. So when we got home, we binged all the Jurassic Parks.
Oh, that's funny.
New and old?
Yep.
Man, that first one, though, still amazing how that holds up.
It's really the only one that I like.
It really holds up.
It's, like, incredible how it holds up.
Yeah.
I don't even think I remember the third one.
The third one? That was when they went back to the island, right? With Tay Leone and stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
And William H. Macy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
one. Yeah, big game hunter. Wasn't there like a big game hunter in the third one?
Yeah.
I only vaguely remember that one.
Yeah. It's not worth remembering.
Yeah. And then recently we watched the second Jurassic what the world? Is that what they were? Jurassic
The
Worlds?
second
ones
one,
with Chris
whatever
Pratt?
it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that one until
Fallen
recently.
Kingdom or something.
Fallen Kingdom.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Just-
Chris Pratt got weird.
It's true.
The movie got a little weird. Just so everybody knows, I've raised our camera.
Oh, so you can't see his
So-
milky white thighs?
Yeah.
In case anyone's really sad.
So I
About
raised
that.
it about 10 inches to avoid
All right.
exposure.
There's a lot of things.
Oh my
There's a
gosh.
lot of places you could go with that.
Oh man.
All right. So,
How have you guys been?
I don't know. What have we done?
Prior
It feels
to
like a very long time.
yeah, like I don't know. We did
Oh, we did the
long
Five
hike,
Sisters.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We did the Five Sisters, who I think those sisters are a bunch of B words. I won't make you bleep that.
Thanks. That was a hard hike.
Yeah.
Really hard hike.
Yeah.
I think it took us 7.5 hours.
Yeah, we were like thinking it was going to like 5-ish hours, so we miscalculated that by a lot. But by a lot.
Yeah, we were off by like 50%. And we did not really get lost. I mean, we got lost for like 2 minutes here and there, looking at where trails turn or whatever. But we didn't get lost really at all, and it took us 50%
It was just
longer.
way more technical
It was hard.
than I expected it to be. I mean, here on what they call it, the best coast versus the beast coast, west coast versus east coast. The beast coast always has the big boulder rocks that like just make it difficult to run on, so you're not really getting to run. And we didn't really plan on running.
We were just hiking,
But
it was hard.
It was
hiking.
still really
yeah.
hard because like you have to watch your feet the whole time. It's mentally exhausting, like to literally for 7 hours have to think about every single step you take. It's just exhausting.
Oh, and we saw trail penis at the end.
We did?
Uh,
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God. I forgot about
Go
that.
on.
Oh my
We were
gosh.
literally at the end about to head back to the parking lot. And we were coming down. It wasn't even really a trail. It was just like a fire road,
like a fire-
essentially, you know. And this guy, I don't know. I don't even know if I think he was like recording himself peeing too.
He was with some woman who walked ahead of him and let him like stay there, and he didn't see us.
We weren't being quiet. We were walking on like loose rocks really loudly down a hill.
I don't know whether he was wearing headphones. I don't really understand what was happening, but yeah, he
just had
whipped
it out for a while,
and
yeah.
was peeing and like right in front of us as
We
we're
walked
walking
right
down.
by.
We walk like right by him. He sees us. He's like, "Oh, sorry."
I was like, oh, okay,
Like,
whatever.
what?
I don't know.
It's what it is.
All right. I don't know why I said it like that.
It was a
Yeah, I
long
tot-
exposure time.
Totally forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, like like a full on. As long as it takes a male to pee, I guess it's the full amount of time.
I'm pretty sure he was taking a video of it too.
I don't know that part. I'm not sure about.
He had like his phone like at a weird angle, where like down, like
I
he was
don't
taking
know.
a video of it.
I
I don't know. Maybe he was doing like a TikTok or something. I
What
don't know.
kind of deliverance like hike did you all go on?
No, this was like in New York. It
The
was
crazy
right,
part
yeah.
is that like we were at the very end, so we were
Yeah.
right next to the parking lot that holds like 300, 400 cars.
like a major
Like, it's a
state
major
park,
state
yeah,
park.
in New York. You know, it's not like out in the middle of, you know, I mean, it's out
Mm.
near nothing, but it's like,
Yeah.
you know, what, half hour outside New York City?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah,
it's,
it's not,
you
like,
know.
Yeah. Then you went to Disney.
Yeah, I went to Disney, which was
After
good.
that, we started taper, so we haven't really done much like running.
I haven't run in like 5 days.
Yeah. Then you went to Disney. I went camping, and I went for another hike with a friend. 'Cause, you know, the world is opening back up, so we can do things with friends again. It's fun. Yeah. I don't know. What else? I was going to say I did something else, but I can't remember what. Oh, I was going
You
to
went
say.
you went camping, didn't
Yeah, yeah. I went camping with a friend, but I was going to say I actually have been running with, like, people that aren't Michael.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's what we did. We were both like,
you? Sick of each other?
yeah. No, I was sick of running in the afternoon. I
I've
think.
always been sick
Yeah.
of running in the afternoon.
But I can't run before work 'cause it's just too early. I'm not getting up that early.
Yeah, it's getting light enough now in the morning that like I feel somewhat comfortable like running on my own if I have to. But I'm not great at like getting up for absolutely no reason to run. So I decided I wanted to try and get some accountability. So I posted on a couple local run groups and said, "Hey, people, who wants to run with me?" And people actually responded. I ran with Vanessa from Beast Pacing the one day. I had texted her and she said, "Oh, she does a group run with the Mount Holly group." So I went there the one morning. I posted to the Marlton Run Club, which is like the local one to my town. And then a girl I know from the Pineland Striders ran with me on Friday, and another friend that I met like the 2 days earlier. So yeah, getting back out there. I feel a little like I'm in high school all over again, though, doing this, like trying to make new friends and like joining groups and stuff. So I don't know. I'm a little
It's-
self-conscious about it.
It's hard. It's hard in your late 20s to meet people.
Yeah, my late 20s. Definitely.
I was gonna send you a message because when I saw your stories where you're just putting yourself out there and meeting people. I mean, that does take guts.
Oh, God, it's really difficult. But, like, I am definitely if I'm not meeting someone at 5:30 in the morning, I'm amazed that you set your alarm, you are disciplined. I mean, both of you, for Orange Theory and for swimming. Like, I can't do that on my own. Like,
it's hard to do.
just can't.
It is difficult.
So, yeah, it's just so much easier for me to be like, "Hey, who wants to meet me?" And then knowing someone's going to be there is like, I can't let that person down.
Yeah.
So then I have to be there. So, yeah, it's definitely weird. Like that first time you meet people, you're like, "Hi." gonna just start running now. So, yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I was not running with people.
Well, you don't like running with people.
I was running
other
alone.
Than me.
Yeah, I ran alone at work. It was nice.
You're a loner.
Yeah, I think I was just sick of running after work and not eating dinner until like 8 o'clock, and then having to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So the schedule had just worn me down, and we were getting ready to taper anyway, so it was like perfect timing. So it worked out good.
Which I thought was funny because I just started meeting all these groups and everyone's like, we should make this a regular thing. And I'm like, except for like next week and the week after because I'm tapering and then also I'm recovering. So, but it does seem like I started some other connections too because the group that met on Wednesday, they're all going to meet again tomorrow. So, and one of them even posted about last Friday. So, yeah. I feel like I got almost a ball rolling in that group where people were like, oh, we can ask other people to run.
Yes, that's good.
So that's cool.
As long as you get a little group going like that, that's always fun.
Yeah.
So, what are we running for this week?
I guess I ran for Flower and Garden, which is, I don't know, Flower and Garden Light, whatever you want to call it. What are they calling it? Something like that?
A taste of.
Essence of Flower and Garden, a taste of Flower and Garden.
Everything's been a taste of.
Even though I ran before it, and I guess I walked a lot while I was there. And I walked around and had the delicious food at the food booths. And ended up eating way more than I'd planned at some points because Connor likes to order things that he's not going to eat, and then I ended up having to eat them. So that's generally what happens.
Did you have the Beyond Burger slider thing?
No.
Did they have that?
No, I've had that in the past though. It's generally very good. They had they did have a Beyond Burger Korean barbecue beef of some kind.
Ooh.
Which I did not have. I forget what we ended up having. I just let him pick stuff and then I just ate it. There was something really good over by France that was good. I forget what it was though. Had like it might have been a curry. It was a lamb curry over by Morocco. Which was pretty solid. So I had that.
Cool. I guess I'm running so the cicadas don't kill me this weekend. So I just got to keep moving so that the cicadas don't try to eat me and murder me.
There are so many cicadas.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, one like while we were walking Archie today, one just like
oh god
fell out of a tree
Ugh.
on him.
And just landed on him.
That's what I'm afraid of. This is my nightmare for this weekend because when you sign up for a race like 4 months earlier, you think about the 17-year cicadas that are coming. So I clearly did not think about them, and I'm going to die.
Yeah, I wasn't really. Yeah, it like clicked in my brain like a week or so ago, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Well, and they're worse in certain areas. Like we have them by our place, and they're super loud, and they're everywhere. Like their shells are everywhere, and then the bugs are everywhere, and they're dead, and it's just disgusting. But my mom, like, she can't hear them at her house. She sees them,
but can't hear them.
But she doesn't. But she can't hear them, and there's not nearly as many.
Yeah.
Like the trees here are covered.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Tom keeps sending videos to me because he likes to torture me. So, but then I feel like when I was talking to our friend Donna, she seemed to think there wasn't as many by her. So I don't really know. I remember when they came to New Jersey in 2013. My brother was shoveling the carcasses with like snow shovels, but the town next to him had like nothing. So I guess you're the town with the carcasses.
It's weird how that's not an exaggeration. It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
And I don't mind cicadas. I do hear that they frequent historic sites where the Civil War was fought. Where are you running this weekend?
Historic Civil War areas.
What's it called?
Antietam?
Sharpsburg.
Sharpsburg, yeah.
Well,
oh gosh. Karate Chop asked whether we'll get swarms of them. Yeah, I mean we will. That's the problem.
I don't know. It
We
just
don't
depends
know.
on where you are.
It's like
Yeah,
the pocket. So I don't
yeah.
think we're gonna know until we actually get to the
Get
race
there.
site
Yeah.
to know exactly what they look like, where we are gonna be.
Well, and I've never seen like groups of them flying or anything. They're just all over the ground and then all
Yeah.
over the trees.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more concerned about like crunch, 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 crunch,
Well,
crunch,
yeah,
crunch, crunch,
that
crunch
will be that.
for for hours
It'll
upon
be that.
hours upon hours, and then when one flies in my hair
Or falls off
or
a tree.
falls off a tree in
or
my
whatever.
hair, and I like freak out. So Michelle
Man.
says not to eat any.
Yeah, apparently there's a fungus in their butts or something.
Yeah, I saw that. That
Yeah.
makes them like have sex or something super fast or something.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
CDC was like, please do not eat the cicadas. Like, why would they have to put a statement like that out there? Like, who's
Because
eating
people-
them?
There's
It's
been a
like-
bunch of
it's-
recipes and stuff out there.
It's like Tide Pods.
Oh yeah, somebody was on Regis and Kelly this morning.
Oh,
Regis
God.
and Kelly. What's his name? Ryan and Kelly.
Oh,
and Kelly?
Ryan, yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
and Kelly. Who was showing cicada recipes today.
I guess if you cut the butts off, it's okay, right?
I don't know. It was gross.
Kate said she
It's-
smacked one off a stranger pushing his kid on the swing, and he didn't appreciate it. Sorry.
Oh my
I
god.
thought that was a funny comment. Yeah.
I'm preparing for a 10-miler next weekend,
Okay.
and it's going to be a bloodbath.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not running for anything because I haven't run in 3 weeks.
Well, you guys were away for 10 days.
Yeah, but we've been home for like 10 days.
Oh, it has been 10 days.
Has it
hasn't
really?
Yeah.
Huh. But you've been doing Orange Theory, right?
Yeah. I mean, last week, kind of. This week, more.
Okay.
Last week, I think
Yeah.
I only went like 3 times, maybe twice.
Ah, yeah.
So it's been a slow start.
Slow grind back.
I feel like that happens though after vacation. It's hard. Especially like the kind of vacation you guys had. Like if you do a quick weekend, I feel like it's different, but like
Yeah,
get
where
back
you're
after
really,
a 10-day
yeah,
vacation is
yeah.
like I think that's why we did down February, like when we were doing like the down month. Like we
Yeah,
didn't- when
yeah.
we came back, we didn't. Yeah, I feel like it's really hard after vacation to get going again.
You get back from relaxing, or not necessarily relaxing actually, but just doing different stuff for
Yeah,
that long. It's like, oh,
yeah.
I had every intention to run on vacation.
it's hard though when you're doing, like, when you're somewhere like that, like experiencing something. It's hard to find the time for that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys hiked though and did like you guys explored and saw places. I feel like that's
Yeah.
that's when it makes it hard to like want to find time to do exercise because you're already doing other things and seeing
Yeah.
so much.
We did surf.
Oh,
I saw that. Yeah.
I saw your friend Scott's back, right?
Well, yeah. He went down hard too, like
Oh.
early.
Was it like really rocky where you guys were surfing?
Yes.
Oh.
Ver-
Yeah, it has to be, or there's no waves.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
that.
the
oh.
waves roll over the rocks, and there's about 3 feet of water above those rocks.
Oh
and
my god.
Scott's proportions do not lend well to falling into 3 feet of water over rocks,
Oh.
Mm.
but it was
Ouch.
fun.
So it was like
was
a North Shore situation.
It was sheer radicalness.
Oh man. Well, like when remember when you got the reef rash?
Yes.
No,
And they
'cause
had
I've
it-
never
Yeah.
seen North Shore.
Oh, they had to rub aloe. I think it was Nia Peebles
oh.
rubbed aloe all over his
Did
body.
you?
Yes.
Tom, did you run aloe all over him for him?
No, I did not.
That's a bummer.
Also, you mentioned Karate Chop. Just said something. I have a bone to pick with Karate Chop
Uh oh.
because he posted something probably a week ago
Oh Christ.
where he ran a distance and he was feeling really good. And when he posted his distance, it was like 7.91 miles. And I'm like, just do the 8 miles. Like, how do you stop that close? And I know he's fast.
It's only a few more seconds.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think I used to be obsessed with stopping at the like 0.5 or like mile, but yeah, I probably would have done the same thing.
Just saying.
Well, I mean, maybe that was a trail loop he was doing.
Yeah, but I mean, you could still like go a couple extra feet so that you could get
Run around the car,
Right.
Michael. There's no excuse.
If Karate Chop is still here, weigh in on your on this bone to pick.
Oh, he's been on a Strava campaign we'll get to.
Yeah, and the goal getters.
Yeah, he's been on a Strava hunt of late, I think.
He's ridiculous.
I can never do those Strava things.
Well, that's because you don't train to be fast.
Yeah, I also tried to get I made one for myself at work. So I had it for a bit, and then somebody beat it and keeps beating it, and I keep getting the emails that they keep taking my segment.
Oh my God.
Michelle stops when she's home. That's it.
I
The
feel
end.
like that's.
That's not going to happen, Ian.
Oh gosh, we have some trolling happening in our chat by one of Michael's friends.
Oh God.
He wants him to admit that
Steph Curry is
Steph Curry's top
five.
five basketball player of all time.
Oh, Games We Grew Up With is going to stream.
Oh, nice. I'll have you on in the background.
They'll be on Twitch.
What are you playing, Chris?
What were they? Seventh Guest the other day.
I don't even know what that is.
It was I remember it was like a mystery game, I believe. Puzzle game.
All right.
But yeah. No, that was
Chris was doing some sort of puzzle game last night, and it made like this, like this slurpy sound every
my
time
God.
he placed like a piece.
Oh.
It was really weird.
Oh, that's
Well,
strange.
I made Tom turn it off. I was like, I don't care that we know them. You have to turn that off.
Oh,
You're
because
like,
it was
Because
not.
the noise was
She was
annoying.
like, I cannot
The
listen to
noise
that.
was so bad.
Was it like moist on?
Yes.
It was like a moist sound. Oh Lord.
Yes.
It was
That's
awful.
funny.
Oh my God.
It was awful.
All right, do we want to talk about our goal getters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Karate Chop says though, Tom, I stopped pumping my gas at $39.99.
I do that. I don't top it off.
What?
Although I don't pump my own gas either. So
$39.99. You wouldn't let them go to the extra penny to make it 40 cents
you're not supposed
or
to.
$40.
It's unsafe.
I just remembered, and I've talked about this with coworkers today. In Jersey, you don't pump your own gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah. And I actually avoided pumping my own gas until probably age like 36 or 37. So only a couple years ago did I pump my own gas for the first time.
Yeah, my roommate, who grew up in Jersey, when we were CPs, couldn't pump her own gas. I had to like teach her how to pump her own gas when we lived in Florida.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the one time we were in Delaware, I made Mark and Frumpa pump my gas for me when I went for a race down there. Yeah, I usually can sucker someone into doing it for me.
Oh my God.
The one time I was gonna do it, this guy was just watching me stare at the pump for a while, and he saw my plate. He's like, "Do you want me to pump your gas for you?" I was like, "Sure."
That's how you get taken, Erin. Don't you watch movies?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, so goal getters.
Gotta wait for Neil. All right. So our goal getters this week, we have Greg in Orlando heading out to do his first 50-miler in Bryce Canyon, which that's going to be tough because he's from Florida, and Bryce Canyon, first of all, high elevation, like
altitude,
yeah,
right?
it sits at like 6,000 or 7,000 feet, and then there's climbing and everything else. That's it might even be higher than that, but yeah, that's gonna be a challenging one.
Yeah, he said that when I was chatting with him that at least the humidity, right, is supposed to help you. Like it's supposed
Yeah,
to
that's true,
sort of be
yeah.
equivalent to it.
Yeah. So
So
hopefully that helps him out.
yeah.
So yeah, he's in Florida, so it's definitely humid. Let's see. Kate, she's got new trail running shoes and setting a goal to do 2 trail runs a week, along with the 2 paved runs she does with her kids. And she says, "Bring on the heat."
Ooh, the heat.
Yeah, she's a warm weather runner. Like, and she'll wait till like the hottest part of the day to go out.
Oh,
I can't believe
gosh.
she does that. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. We got Jessica Grand. She ran the Gasparilla Distance Classic Stella Artois Challenge.
Oh, you said that so.
What? Fancy?
Yeah.
What'd you think I was going to say? Our
Artois.
toys?
I don't. I don't.
She ran it virtually in person, and it was 8K. So auto PR, because there's not a lot of 8Ks out there, I'm guessing. Let's see. On Saturday, she met Meb and ran a 5K the 8K was on Saturday, and she met Meb, and then ran a 5K on Sunday to start off the 15K portion. Finished the 15K on paddle boards and saw manatees. The only drawback was the restaurant did not actually have Stella Artois to celebrate their Stella Artois challenge. So her new goal was a sub 30-minute 5K in July, on July 4th. So that'll be hard because it's July 4th and it's probably going to be 10 million degrees.
And she lives in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. For the most part, the only 5Ks I've run have been on July 4th. So I completely understand that challenge. Let's see. Megan, she has got her first bike ride since her crash, and she did it without a panic attack, which is that's a plus. Laura Duxon got a 10K PR, an hour, hour, 2 minutes, 4 seconds, sorry. And finally, a valid proof of time for half marathon weekends. Fingers crossed they are coming back soon. Karate is still deep in the Strava game. He's playing more defense than offense lately. A few of his crowns have been picked off, but he's feeling healthy enough to snatch them back. When he wasn't healthy, he was obviously going very slow, as we see on his Strava.
Yes, that whole 7:50 minute mile was real slow.
Seriously, step up your game.
Jamie, who wants to race me, he did the Bare Bones Cosmic 5K. It was the second fastest at 27:40.
God.
You're getting there, Jamie.
Yeah.
Good luck, Michael.
Starting to make me sweat a bit. Kathy Breslin, she lost her taste and smell with COVID and dropped about 8 pounds and is actually feeling much better. Realized that choking down your breakfast every morning doesn't feel good. No, it doesn't. I do that myself. So she skips it and eats around noon. And the goal is to keep the pounds off that she lost. Not being crazy about it, but just being more aware of her eating and drinking. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. And Anna Runs on Coffee celebrated her 40th birthday with a virtual party where she had everyone run 4.0 miles and tag her so they could all celebrate with her. Yeah, that was an excellent idea. She did not run 40 for her 40th. She ran 4.0.
I feel like that's what most reasonable people do, Michael.
Yes. So that's our goal getters for this week. If you would like to be a goal getter, always keep an eye out for the Instagram post, and also you can always just email the show as well. We'll run for podcast@gmail.com. All right. Okay.
So what next?
Let's see. I forget where we're going to next.
I mean, we kind of already talked about how training was going. Anybody have any comments? Additional? I don't know.
I had a good swim this morning.
Okay, let's go into training then. We can do some training stuff.
I got my swimming event coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Y'all, I'm gonna die. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna get so gassed.
Have you done any open water swimming?
No, and potentially I'll do one this weekend.
Okay.
But we're seeing how the weather's gonna go. I don't know. I have a strategy. I have been swimming. Like, I got like I know how I'm gonna fuel for it and all that. So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Do you have a wetsuit?
I do not
or
have
lava
a wetsuit.
pants or like any of that stuff that I don't know people have.
No, all of those things.
No to all of those things.
I have a swimsuit that rivals Michael's shorty shorts. You can see 90% of my thigh. I'm going to get a really obnoxiously colored swim cap.
Good
Not
idea.
that I need it at all, but just so they can identify me when they pull me out of the water. I don't know. I'm really intimidated by it, but let's do this thing.
Nice.
Well, it's good that it's been so warm that the water, I'm sure, is warmed up. The weirdest May in history.
yeah, except that this weekend it's supposed to be like 60.
That was my.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I mean, we've had some really hot days, but now this weekend, we thought this weekend was gonna be heat training for us, and it's like gonna be a high of 59 down in Maryland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that putting a
There's-
damper on your open water swimming?
I don't know. I feel like I didn't plan this out properly. I just joined the YMCA and started going swimming in the morning, so
You'll
Yeah.
be
We'll see. We'll-
fine.
I'll be fine.
It'll be fine. When is it?
It's the 19th. It's
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple weeks.
It'll
Yeah.
be hot by then.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you got the 10-miler first, and then you got that.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Wait, is that which 10-miler is that?
The Baltimore.
It's
The
the
Baltimore
Baltimore
10-miler.
10-miler.
Okay,
Or-
that's right.
Baltimore. That's not in Baltimore.
They changed the course, right? For that
Mhm.
one.
Where's that now? I think that actually that news may have come out after our last episode. Like
It might have.
you guys went away.
Yeah, it's out in like Hunt Valley.
Is it still really hilly?
I have no idea. I've never run there, so
Okay.
and I've done no research. So I'm just gonna show up and see what happens.
I did look at the kind of the elevation change. I think you climb in the beginning and then it's just like a steady downhill, and then there's one real steep hill at the end. No, it's kind of it I don't know what I'm trying to say. It is hilly. It's not consistent.
Okay.
Because Baltimore when it was in Baltimore, it's also generally hilly, right?
Oh yeah, it's super hilly
yeah.
because you run 5 miles down the hill and then
Oh.
5 miles back up the hill.
That big hill that goes right up the center of town there, like up towards the
up to the zoo. Like it starts and
okay.
ends at the zoo. So it runs down to Lake Montebello, around the lake, and then up back to the zoo.
Oh, gee, that's a
Oh.
pretty solid hill right there.
It's a huge hill, and the hill just goes on and on and on.
Oh my God,
And then
yeah.
it'll like get a little flat, and then it'll go up again, and it'll get a little flat,
Yeah.
and it'll go up again.
That's really awful that they make it do that direction. Like, shouldn't they do it the other way so that you run downhill at the end?
Finish downhill.
Wait a second. I don't like these races that do this.
But we should see our friends from Running Untapped at the Baltimore 10-miler, and
Oh,
then
Yeah.
again in July at the Frederick Half,
Yeah.
which is also going to be awful.
Because it's now
That's
in July.
gonna be hot. Yeah, that's gonna be steamy
And
and hilly. Steamy and hilly.
Yeah, I think that when they were chatting about it on their pod, they were trying to make the decision whether or not they were going to do it, and I think that they even decided on the pod because they hadn't talked about it yet together. They're like, "Oh yeah, I guess we're doing that." So when they changed the location,
And then the third portion of that isn't until the fall, right?
Yeah, it's the Baltimore Running Festival.
The running festival. Okay, is that
that's October. That's like the end of October. So it's always the
Oh,
weekend
yeah, yeah,
before
yeah,
Marine
yeah,
Corps
yeah.
Marathon. So
I think that should be fine at this
I would think
point.
so. New York
Yeah.
City announced that they're doing theirs the first weekend in November, and
Yeah.
that's 33,000 people.
Baltimore's still being weird though. So we even got an email today from work. Until 65% of the Baltimore population is vaccinated, the mayor still has like a full-blown mask mandate, and he still hasn't
Oh, wow.
opened things up 100%, even though the rest of the state has. So it's just
yeah.
in the city. It's like the city is still shut down. It's so weird.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Well, Philly has different rules than Pennsylvania,
yeah.
but I think that they've kind of realigned almost pretty close.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
not as exaggerated as Baltimore for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good to see while we were on vacation. Or you guys were on vacation. New York announced that they're going. I mean, Boston had already announced. Chicago's going. So we've got 3 of the majors going in the fall in the U.S.
Philadelphia Marathon. I don't know how big that is, but that's going.
Yeah, not nearly as. I mean, it's
Oh, that's in November.
yeah,
right?
it's in
Yeah,
November, and a few thousand.
Yeah, that's
It's
like a few
5,000
people,
maybe
yeah.
at most. Like
Yeah.
it's not a huge. It's not like New York City where it's like 33,000.
It's still
Which
decent.
I think
size
is like
race,
they said 60% capacity,
yeah. Mhm.
and they have the ability
To go up.
So I'm not quite sure how they're doing that. I know Ryan runs Disney, and our friend Christy Earl, both of them got into 2022 or 2021. So I'll have to ask them. I don't really know how, if capacity increases, how they would do that, whether they would do it with a lottery.
Maybe they have like some kind of wait list or something.
Anna says Chicago is happening with a regular field size. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know what regular field. I mean, it's a smaller race than New York, for sure. So I'm not sure what regular field size is.
Yeah, but even if it's 20,000 or 25,000.
Yeah, I mean that's what
a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, Boston is doing the 20-something thousand. So it was funny because we recorded the Run Disney episode and we made our predictions, and then I felt like 3 seconds later, surprise, the CDC announces mask restrictions are going away for outdoors and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I actually, weirdly, after that episode, so Anna says about 45,000 people. So after that episode, like today, actually, I started thinking about it, and I think I slid back some on my prediction, while you guys probably are going to a higher chance.
Well, I think Diana said she stands by her prediction.
I stand by my prediction. Like
you were like
I don't think
30 or 50 or something.
I don't know. I don't know what I said because I don't listen to the show. But I don't think it's going to happen because of the 50th, and they still haven't updated capacity levels. I just think it's not happening in 2022. I think maybe 2023.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still don't think. I don't think they have a reason to. They're making enough money, and the reason they do Run Disney is to make money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty much what I feel like we had said was that like if there's not a reason to, it's like the bigger fish to fry thing that I said, that like I feel like that's not their priority. Run Disney is very low on the overall Disney money making priority list. So I don't know, but I know once New York announced, that was like the big thing. Everyone's like, we're looking at you, Disney.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing was the Run Disney employees haven't been called back from furlough yet, apparently.
Oh. How did you find that out?
I don't know.
Did
there
you
was
hear that
some
someplace?
chatter about it online or something.
Oh, okay.
Or even if they have, not all of them have. You know, I'm sure there's like a skeleton crew or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, all that everything's delayed, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a construction zone. And I mean, everything that's still under construction was supposed to launch like this year before the 50th.
Oh, yeah.
Now
that's
it's all
true.
launching like next year. So it's still like a ton of construction. They lost all this money.
Yeah. And they did weird, like even 2020, they had the weird courses.
Yeah.
Where you ran backstage a ton and you didn't run through, like in the morning. We didn't run through the Magic Kingdom gates. We ran through the Epcot gates. It was very strange.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I still am not sure. I mean, I feel like one of my bigger things was definitely the masks. Like if you have to wear a mask in Disney, they're definitely not going to have it. But I don't know. I guess we'll see.
So you're saying that there's a chance that the first time I do the full marathon as a part of Dopey will be when it comes back?
Possibly.
And you're saying that Karate Chop will take a bib from another race that I'm registered in.
Well, and okay, so here's the thing also, and people in the chat can weigh in on this. So like the big thing of doing Dopey 2023 was because it was going to be another one of the big anniversary years like it was in 2018.
Yeah.
Because the races didn't happen, will 2023 be the actual
Good point.
big anniversary?
That's interesting.
Or
right,
because it's not calendar year, right? It's just
Well,
race.
Running of the race. It's running of the race.
Right now, it's technically they counted last year.
Because it was virtual?
They counted last year's virtual towards the Perfect Dopey people.
I guess they would probably just do another virtual if it doesn't go off and count it towards,
you'd have to ask. I guess that's a conversation for our friend Susanna, who's perfect dopey. What she's heard, whether they've heard anything.
Well, I'm guessing if they did it virtual, they're going to count it because they're going to want to keep on that.
Well, that was the only
timeline,
way they
yeah.
could keep their like they had to. They didn't have a
They
choice.
had to do
they
it,
had to
yeah.
run the virtual, or they lost their perfect
Yeah.
dopey. So, but like that is a good point. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like because New York City's marathon was the 50th anniversary. And so now everyone wanted to run it this year because I guess now this is the 50th. I'm not really too sure. I forget how that worked, but the 50th got pushed, I think, to this year. I think it was supposed to be last year. It got pushed to this year. And that's why people were upset with the whole, like, you could pick your year, 2021, 2022, or 2023 when you deferred. But, like, most people were going to be picking the 50th because that was the whole reason why they were
They wanted to do that one
wanted to
anyway,
do
yeah.
the 50th anniversary. And so not all of them are going to get to because they're limiting capacity. So they couldn't take everyone.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So
Anna's saying she doesn't think it'll be until 2024.
Oh, she's worse than I am.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I Marathon Weekend I could see not happening. Princess Weekend I could see not happening. But I don't know. I'd be interested
Maybe
to
Wine
see if
and
Wine and Dine in 2020.
Late in the year.
Yeah, late in 2020.
We're already past a full year cycle of the 50th.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Wine and Dine 2022.
Yeah.
But I don't think Marathon or Princess is happening.
If Marathon Weekend doesn't happen, I don't think Princess Weekend happens for sure.
That would make sense.
I
Yeah.
kind of
I
agree
agree.
with.
Yeah.
If Marathon Weekend doesn't happen, and a Wine and Dine this year, people are still hopeful for Wine and Dine this year, and I'm like, if they haven't announced
they can't.
anything,
There's no way they could possibly plan it in time.
There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way to possibly do the planning to get it done that you would need to do, and logistically and all that. I don't even know if there's enough time to do Marathon Weekend planning for them.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said.
Honestly,
that it would,
yeah.
Unless they've got something in the works with a June, July announcement, I don't see.
Oh no, Anna's not that pessimistic. She just meant that's when the anniversary year will be. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
All right. We should probably move on.
Yes.
From,
Yeah.
Long run Disney conversation again.
It's just it's like because it's hard to figure out what way they'll go. You know what I mean? But I think I've come more to where you two are, just like the logistics of it and all that, you know. I mean, I wouldn't be like stunned if they announced something, but I think at this point, yeah, it's like 50-50 at best.
Yeah.
And Princess, yeah, she's saying Princess is much smaller. That would also make a huge difference as well.
Yeah.
A little easier to organize.
All right. So this being our 1-year podcast anniversary, do we have any reflections on the last year?
Yeah, I meant to actually put out a post this week and asking if our listeners had any, and I neglected to do that. So if anyone was watching, has a favorite segment, favorite memory, I don't know, something funny from the year. I know Anna's going to say her favorite moment is when Tom told everyone to go F themselves.
That was one of my highlights.
And that was just last episode.
she sent me a message that said she recorded it and she's saving it for life. So I thought that was funny.
We're glad I could bring some sunshine into your day.
I don't know, Tom. Why don't you take us away with your reflections?
I don't know. I think it's definitely helped, not to downplay it, but helped pass the time this year with, races not being live, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of lack of motivation, like lack of what you're actually running for or to keep you running. Like, I feel like it's definitely helped put some sort of structure around that.
Yeah.
I
think it's interesting too what you just said with the thinking about what you're running for. Like literally every time we record, we all have to think about what we're running for.
Oh yeah.
So that's an interesting reflection.
Yeah, I agree.
Because sometimes it's literally, I don't know, just I guess it's the catalyst to make you run. You know, because if you don't have an answer to that question, you're not running. It's kind of hard to have a running related podcast with no running. So I don't know. I think one of the best things that's come out of this, and kind of a no brainer, is just the people. Like, there's a lot of people like that I know on either Facebook, Instagram, whatever, through this podcast that I would have never met was it not for this podcast. You know, and I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's one of mine.
Yeah, that's always the best part of it.
Yeah, the community. I mean, I think that I have probably more than anyone harped on that when we did the virtually live race, which was probably one of my favorite things that we did this year. The race medallions, the don't lick your buff. I mean, like, all just like the silly things that kind of came out of that whole virtually live race.
The trivia T-shirts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Diana, the trivia T-shirts were funny. Yeah, just the community. Even when the very first event that you did with the Run the Lakes, where we had people come out.
Oh, Run the Lakes was good.
Yeah, like, I just feel like the community is always my favorite part of the whole thing. It's what drew me to stay in running, and building that here has been really fun.
What I think, again, thinking back on when we started this a year ago, like, this was right when pandemic was in full swing.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting ready to flatten that curve.
Oh yeah.
But I will say that I think everybody felt a little lost throughout this year, right? Like, there was a lot of uncertainty. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew when things were going to get back to normal, whatever that means. Like, to have anything like this, that's not to say, not to put us up on any kind of pedestal, but anything that helped unify and give people a sense of community, and the sense of, like, other people are feeling the way that you're feeling, and other people have a similar outlet to that anxiety. I think that was one of the best parts of this. Because we're not great podcasters. I'm going to put it out there. We are not professional. But I don't know.
Well, and it's funny because when we started
Nope,
this
your mic's
podcast-
off.
It's funny because when we started this in May, like, don't take my Run Disney prediction seriously, because I literally thought May of last year, I was like, we're going to be done the pandemic by July. I literally thought that.
Yeah.
I was like making plans. Like,
I think we kind of
I'm so
all
dumb.
were, though. And
Not
I
me.
think if you had told me in May of last year that May of this year we'd still just be coming out of this, I would have lost my effing mind. I just, like, it would not have, like, if I had to process that. So the slow processing and acceptance of it was a good thing. But, like, this every week helped keep some of that sanity.
Yeah, I guess I don't even remember how it happened. The Runner Studio ideas.
I'm going to take full credit for that.
Was that you start? That was your idea, right?
Yeah, but you made it good. The music and everything.
I don't even. I think I
No,
found
I
music
think it
on
was like
GarageBand.
I think it was like a conversation about, like, we wanted something short, and we mentioned inside the actor's studio, maybe like you guys were watching the inside the actor's studio, and we were like, why don't we do something like that and ask people that we know?
it was my idea.
Okay, Diana's idea.
I'm like, I have no idea.
I'm just listening. It was my idea.
I'm sorry, I
Okay, there you go.
apologize for that.
I could not remember whose
I'm
idea
like, I have
it
no
was.
idea
Yeah.
who was
I fully apologize.
I know
for
it
that.
wasn't my
I
idea.
know it wasn't my idea, so I wasn't going to take credit for it, because I was like, I don't remember.
Redacted what I just said.
Was it like, were you just thinking about?
Tom mansplaining Diana's own idea to her live on the air.
Yeah, what made you come up with that idea? I don't even remember why or how.
Because we were talking about, because our listener highlight was getting too long.
Oh,
coming up with
yeah.
ideas.
Yeah. The feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. The way we were doing it in the beginning was a little too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then we said we were going to do a separate show. And then I don't know why. It's because I'm always thinking about Saturday Night Live in most situations.
I think that is why. Because
so that's why I'm just always thinking about SNL.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that came from.
Okay.
That's right. It was because of the SNL skit with James Lipton
Yes.
SNL skit. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So is that one of your favorite things? Is that what you were trying to?
Yeah.
too?
Just how that came, just that it happened.
Yeah.
Like, and
I think that they're perfect little bites because we always wanted to be a bi-weekly podcast. We didn't want to commit to like having
It's
to recording every
hard
single
to
week.
do every week.
Especially, obviously as runners, that's one of the things that we're out there doing. So, and then we have our regular jobs and life.
Yeah, exactly.
And we also, I think the funny part is I do remember like us talking about like how often we wanted to record. And I remember even saying, well, once we get back to regular life in a couple months,
Oh
we're
my
probably
God.
not going to want, like, we're going to like start going to concerts. We're going to start doing like stuff. So we didn't want to commit to doing every week because we were like, little did we know that we'd have almost a year of free time. But I think that's why we had decided we were going to be a bi-weekly podcast instead of a weekly podcast.
Yeah. Well, I think I also just from experience knew how much work weekly is, and it's a lot.
Yeah. Well, so then the Inside the Runner Studios have been like that perfect little in-between weekly bite where you get to know someone, you get to hear other people's stories.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Inside the Runner Studio. If anyone out there hasn't been on one yet in our chat, hit us up.
Yeah. No, those have been fun. That was a great idea.
That was 100% Diana's idea.
We've been recruiting people, so we have to add more people to the list.
Yep,
Tom and I
yep.
Oh, nice,
Oh, do you?
nice.
I think we
Yeah.
have like a list
we have
of
a
like
couple coming out soon. We have a few left.
Yeah, we still have a few left, but I think our list has grown to like 10 to 15 people.
That's
So if you add
awesome.
more, we'll have like 20-ish people. We're good.
Yeah. And I think I do think we need to make just a slight adjustment there because I know a couple people who've been on it have said, I looked at the questions before and I really wanted you to ask me this because I had a really great story for it.
Okay.
And then we
Oh.
didn't ask that question. You asked me a question like that I didn't know. So I
Yeah.
think maybe we should say like, is there one or two questions you really
That's a good
want us to
idea.
ask? And then is there something like, please, for the love of God, don't ask me that.
That's a great idea. That-
This is like the no ask list. And
Yeah.
it can't be like the James Lipton ones. You have to answer all of
Those, yeah, those are what they are. Yeah. No, but that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because I know Chris Chiak was like, "Oh, I had the best story for this," and then you asked me that, and I didn't have a story for it at all. And I found it stupid.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. No, that's I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
That also brings up another highlight of this whole thing is meeting other podcasts like Run Eat Drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to know them. They had us on their show. We had them on ours.
Oh,
Like,
we had drinks with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys, yeah.
We got lucky enough to have drinks with them.
And it's so weird because would we have ever known them?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe because of the Disney.
Yeah, maybe
connection.
randomly because of yeah.
Yeah. But
But
Running on Tap, I mean, if you guys get to end up meeting them down in Frederick or Baltimore, whichever one's first, yeah, that'd be fun too.
yeah,
It was- They were talking about it. They're like our friends at Will Run For, and then they had a whole conversation about whether we were actually friends, and I said yes.
Well, it's the internet world thing, It's like
You
all
haven't
right,
actually met
some-
them.
Yeah. I think
it
everybody
is. It
experiences
is
that.
weird
Yeah.
because the whole running friends, like you have a common, you have this kind of unifying thing that you have in common, but you don't really know them. Like Erin, I still look at the time that we met at Bird in Hand where you didn't come out with Diana and I
Yeah.
as a missed opportunity.
Yeah. That was again one of those like what I was talking about, like when you're trying to meet new friends. Like I feel like that's the exact same feeling that I have, like even now trying to be like, who wants to run with me?
Yeah.
Like that was the
Yeah.
same feeling that I'm getting, like where I'm like, I kind of want to hang out with Tom and Diana, but I feel really awkward.
But isn't that how you met Michael? But you met him randomly in the woods?
Sort of.
Met,
Kinda.
Again.
stalked, whatever you
Oh,
want to call
God.
it.
Here we go
I don't
again.
know.
Yeah, no, because he was in Team Shenanigans.
Yeah, so it was
and
the Team
then
Shenanigans
he
thing.
was also in Pineland Striders, which is the local one. So, yeah, that was definitely the same thing where I was like, hey, random person, do you know the Pineland Striders and do you run with them? And is it safe to run in the woods with them?
Oh, I see you were on Strava and in the general area that I live. Do you want to run in the woods?
Sure. That's how Michael likes to tell the story.
No,
We'll stick with that.
Well, I mean, I don't think I exaggerated that. Did I?
Well, I don't think I was I don't know. I think that I had asked you if you run with the Pineland Striders because I.
Oh,
planned to
yeah,
run
but
with
we
Pineland
knew we were
Striders.
both in the same area because
Oh.
of Strava, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, you see the map, you see where somebody runs.
Yeah,
Because I used to
that's true.
run in Ocean City a lot at that point. But, yeah. Yeah, so Strava helps.
It's true.
Or,
I think some of
like-
our listeners actually follow me on Strava now. I'm not as on Strava
Yeah,
as I used to be.
I used to use it a lot more.
It's because Peloton took Strava over.
Don't say that too loud. Karate's on.
Well, it's just true. I can't help it. Like, literally, my entire feed is just everyone's Peloton rides. And then it's like their warm-up ride, their regular ride, their cool-down ride, their stretch after their ride. So it's like 4 events, like, in a row on my Strava
I feel
for,
like
like,
that's
every
a,
person.
Yeah, I feel like that's a Strava issue. Like, they got to figure out how to work that in, like, a way that it's functional for social media. But, you know,
Yeah.
we can't fix Strava. It's our anniversary, not Strava's. Yeah, so studios, meeting folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been good. I'm trying to think what else.
I think the virtually live race, and we've said a lot about it. I think that was just an incredible event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
And
think
we
we were
did-
all
we-
blown away. Yeah.
We did not anticipate that. I mean, like 67 people. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people recruited their friends. Like, I mean, we had 20. I used to know the numbers, but we had like 23 states represented, 2 countries. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. That was a fun time.
Yeah, I honestly think that was my favorite event of everything we've done. Like I said, it was just the whole between the medallions and the buff, like everything that surrounded that was the community. It just, I don't know, it made me happy.
Yeah, me too. And I apologize because I know I went a little heavy on the social media that day. Like,
Oh my god. Oh man.
Blow it out on social
I
media.
was blowing it out.
Oh my god, it's amazing. You know what's been a surprising good thing? I don't know, he may have left already. But Jamie joining the running community.
No.
Jamie, who I've known for
Yeah,
quite a
he
while
actually just
now.
said, bye, you're all fighting a spring cold.
He could still be hanging around.
It's true.
That could be a delay. But yeah, no, like Jamie hopping on and his journey was like is amazing. The fact that he thinks he's going to beat me in a race is pretty hilarious.
Your confidence, man.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just saying. I just see his numbers dropping.
They are dropping quick. I'm going to have to like run fast at some point.
He's getting in your head.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my god. So that I mean, maybe we'll see me die in a 5K running against Jamie.
Oh my God.
That'll be the highlight for the second year.
Karate came on, though, and said that he wanted to thank us. The podcast has been a bright spot every week during this awful time, and it's been inspiring. Well, Karate, you inspire us with your super speed.
And your amazing back tattoo.
That back tattoo is epic.
Is it?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
incredible.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Kate said that that's what makes it fun, Tom. We don't need boring professionals. I love being part of the conversation each week because that's definitely how it feels. Which, you know what? That's actually, if we want to talk about like other things that I love, like the comments that we've received that are like that, where it's just casual friends chatting, having fun, laughing, and that, you know, we bring people into the conversation rather than talk at people. I think that was like when we first started something, we talked about how that's what we wanted. And I'm really glad we were able to make that product.
Yeah, we mention everybody. We don't exclude anybody. Like, it whatever, man. I don't know. It's the community.
Yeah.
Like, it's better knowing other people are out there suffering while you're suffering. Just saying.
This is true.
Oh,
This is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is better to know that.
It's funny. I'm actually looking at our episodes like on iTunes. And like I don't even remember like half of these conversations, and then just the titles of our episodes are out of control. Like episode 9 was "Pain Don't Hurt."
Oh God! Oh, that's a Roadhouse reference, of course.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, and that's the episode where Tom talks about where he put our stuff in the back of somebody else's
Oh my
car.
God! Yeah. Oh, that one.
That's
yes.
why I try and make the episode description somewhat like memorable, so that when someone asks me like, "Do you remember what that was?" I'm like, I don't know, because our episode titles do nothing to help us.
See, I come up. Yeah, see, behind the scenes, I come up with the episode title as I'm editing because I'm re-listening to the show, obviously. So that's generally when I come up with an episode title because I listen to the whole show twice.
Yeah. So, yes, we have like one that's like what, the hoo-ha medallion or something like that.
Yes. One is shots of mocha.
Oh, 10 shots of mocha.
Oh, that
10
was you.
shots of
That was
mocha.
your
Oh, that was
Starbucks
me.
drink.
That was you.
Where the lady was like 10 shots of mocha, and I was like, no.
And he's like, I don't blame you. I mean, I just wanted to get it right.
That seems.
He said something like, he's like, it's Saturday. I don't know what you're doing.
He's like, live your life.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, 10 shots of mocha. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like the episode titles that you come up with. Sometimes he's like, what should I name this? And I'm like, I don't know. You're in charge of that.
Well, we each have our little bit that we play.
Yeah. Jessica says that she listens on her runs and often talks backs and comments out loud and looks like she's crazy talking to herself. That's what we like to hear.
Oh God.
I know that we've heard that from Anna too. Like she yells at the radio in her car.
Probably because we're wrong about something.
That's
People
yeah.
notice a lot.
That could quite possibly be correct. Yeah. Yeah, I think some of the funnest segments have been the trivia segments too.
Oh yeah, Diana's
I think
trivia
that's been
with Diana.
because like in the
featuring-
beginning, I think we were playing with a couple different things, but I think that one has landed the best.
Yeah. Well, the last quiz just
Oh my
generally
God.
was.
Well, that's the one thing I put work into.
Oh my God, the last one was amazing.
Yeah, like you don't overly prepare, but like when you do,
Oh, yeah.
you get Dylan McDermott versus Dermot Maroney.
Dumbledore McRo.
Dumbledore McRooney. It was funny. I was talking to my brother who doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to any podcast. So it's not a statement against us. And I told him I did that. And he starts talking. And he's like, wait, which one's in Young Guns? And I was like, that was on the quiz.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I knew it. And then you tried to stump us with Patrick Dempsey.
That was amazing. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, I think that's one of those segments that came up because we couldn't figure out what to do. And then
That's because all of a sudden it was, well, everyone needs their own segment. And I was like, I was not told that. And then it was, Diana, you have to come up with a segment. So I did trivia.
Which is funny because I really don't have my own segment at this point, and I'm
no.
sort of okay with that.
What was
the
it?
one
Didn't you have one? Oh,
Yeah.
wasn't it like we used to do would you rather? We haven't done that in a
Oh
while.
God, that's
No,
been a
you know
while,
which
yeah.
one I like that we have to do again is that run something.
Oh my
yoga.
God, the
Run,
Mary F. Kill version.
yeah,
The run
hike yoga.
Run hike yoga.
Yeah, where Tom spent a lot of time trying to figure out whether
What
we were
yoga
really
meant?
running or yoga. Like, What does
I
yoga
am
mean,
not a
Tom?
smart man.
What does yoga mean?
Hot yoga.
Are
We'll do
we
hot yoga next time.
using euphemisms or
Oh
why?
my god.
Oh gosh.
Or the tussle where we tussled about Star Wars and Michael had
Oh
3 of the exact same arguments.
JJ saw it when he was 8.
JJ saw it when he was
Oh my god. Anna also talks back to us while she's listening. And
If you
Why-
could hear me, I wouldn't be crazy. It would just be conversation.
conversation. If we could hear her, it wouldn't be crazy. It would just be a conversation. Oh god. But yeah, no, that was that. We had our epic half journey to the shore last summer.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was so mad at you, Michael.
For what?
Like if I do like a half marathon, like I need a hospital and like 7 days. You did what did you guys do?
I don't know, like 33 miles.
35?
Or 35
Yeah,
And
we
then,
miles.
got-
and then you just hopped in the car and drove us home. And I'm like, what?
I think I was actually in decent shape at that point. If I did
And
that
y'all
now.
have no sidewalks.
No, I know that sucks,
I
right?
know. I'm telling you, when we came down for Run the Lakes, we were like, "What the f
We
are
were
these
so
things?
jealous of your
What is-
sidewalks.
What is happening? Why are there so many sidewalks? Why are there so many places to run?
Why are there so many running paths that all connect together and do things? And
It's because
me-
it's America's most livable community.
That's true. And the housing prices are terrible.
I think that's everywhere right now, isn't it?
That's true.
That's true.
But even when we were in the middle of nowhere, Florida, there was a random sidewalk going down the side of a
True.
highway, and I'm like, how can they get a sidewalk out here? There's nothing out here, and we can't get a sidewalk.
Yeah, it was on our drive back from the Tampa area, and like we were really in the middle of absolutely
Between Orlando
nowhere,
and Tampa, and
where
we're like,
there was like
Which is just
nothing.
highway.
yeah, yeah. And there's like this nice, like 2-mile long sidewalk that goes from like this little town to like this other little thing, and I'm like, wait, they get a sidewalk, we can't get sidewalks.
He was getting real mad about it too.
I was pissed off,
Can you
yeah.
tell? Like this is
That's one of my favorite things to happen when Michael gets like really angry about something. And I just stay quiet and let it happen. I'm like, God, this is gonna be good. Like whatever he's gonna rage on.
because when he starts raging, it's so random. Whatever he starts raging on, and like it's just
And Erin will sometimes try to jump in and calm him down, and I'm like, shh, stop. Let it happen.
Let it happen.
Oh my
But I'm not
god.
joking. We're driving, and he's driving in the car, and he's like, "There's an effing sidewalk," and I'm like, "What?" Like it was like in the middle of absolutely nothing. Like we're not even talking about anything, and he just starts getting mad about the Florida sidewalks. He's like, "I don't understand." I'm like, "You need to run for office on the platform of sidewalks."
Like, just connect them. Like, we have some around here, and they don't connect. Like, in super populated areas. We don't
Here he
live in the
goes.
middle of nowhere.
Here he goes.
He gets so mad.
Let it happen.
Oh.
The sidewalk will just end wherever we are, and he will just start getting visibly angry that the sidewalk ended.
As I should.
There's a book about that.
Where the sidewalk ends.
I can't. I haven't read that.
It's one of my favorites.
I think the last book I may have read was like The Historian or something.
No, I'm reading Bridgerton right now. And a side note, I rewatched Bridgerton on the plane home
Oh my
from
God.
Hawaii and felt like a pervert.
She did. She did. I was sitting next to her, and then episode 6 comes on.
And I was like, Tom, it's about to get horny. Should I stop watching?
Nope.
I didn't stop.
Children on the plane, just walking past.
Oh God, that's funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it's been a good year. I'm excited to see as things open up, as things get warmer, more people are running, more people are
Yeah.
tackling new challenges. You know,
It'd be nice to like be at races where we can actually see people and meet people.
yeah.
That would be fun. You know. That
We got Space Coast later
Yeah.
this year,
yeah, that'll be good.
Mhm.
Shamrock next year, and both of those, I feel like we have a lot of people signed up, like that have registered and committed to that. So those will be 2 pretty fun events.
Yeah, the Space Coast will be good. Get some drinks on the highway or whatever it runs on.
Are you actually going to drink on the
I don't know.
course?
Depends. Maybe I have to run it for a proof of time. Who knows?
That's true.
I'll give you my bib.
I'll double bib.
I don't know if Chris is still on, but
Oh no, they're streaming.
he I'm gonna get this wrong because I get all my facts wrong.
He's running the North Course.
He's running the North Course because he wants to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wants to see the
He wants to geek out on the
space
plane.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
All the space
launch
stuff.
pad thing or whatever.
The
it's
North
called.
Course is like the course that has all the like sciencey cool stuff. The South Course is the one that has has all the neighborhoods with all the people that come out and give you drinks.
And that's where I'll be.
Also, I just called him Sean. That was so weird. Karate. It's because I'm reading the screen. Karate says old. Just called Michael old guy stuff.
No, he was saying old guy stuff, like getting cranky about the sidewalks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's calling you old.
He's the same age as me. Look, he's twice as fast, but he's the same age.
That's funny.
And Jamie's the same age too, even though he may be faster than me someday.
I cannot wait.
What was the fact about Tom that just made me horrified about how old you were? Oh, it was that you remembered cicadas like multiple times in your life, and I've only remembered them once.
I do too.
What?
It's a 17-year-old, 17-year cycle.
Yeah.
So the first time we had them, I was so little I don't remember them at all.
Yeah.
And then they happened again when I was like 18 or 19.
Yeah,
no, maybe 20.
I was
maybe
a senior in college when they happened the last time. So.
But I don't remember them from when I was a kid. And Tom vividly remembers them from
I
vividly.
don't.
Oh yeah, I remember him
I
as a
do
kid.
not.
I think I was camping in Maryland actually.
I was gonna say,
and they were like falling out of the trees when I was like 12 or so.
We don't get them really in this part
No,
of New
not
Jersey.
really,
Even
no,
the
no.
New Jersey ones, there's this is what, Broad X or Brood?
I don't know, yeah.
Brood?
Something like that.
Brood X.
Brood X. Okay. So the Brood 5 is the one that comes to New Jersey, and is in North Jersey. And I
think that one's called Taylor Ham. And the South Jersey Brood is pork roll.
Yeah, so they would have been here in 1987.
Oh yeah, so I was like 14.
So like,
yeah,
he was like 14.
Oh my god.
I was 9.
I was a baby.
Jessica Garand said there's no Space Coast Road Race doesn't have a sidewalk.
Well, that's on a road, so I feel like you'd be more accepting of that, right? Like it's supposed to be a road race.
I don't care if other places don't have sidewalks. I'm just angry that we don't have them here. Or even like bike lanes or a shoulder on the road even.
Here he goes.
Oh, God.
How are we on time?
We're at 1:15, so probably at like 1:05-ish.
Well, we had a couple of announcements as well, 1-year announcements, right?
So yeah, you want me to get into that?
Sure.
We have joined a podcast network, the Tape Deck Podcast Network. Yeah, we fit nicely into the whole
the
theme, which is 9 podcasts about movies,
one about Transformers,
the
comic, not even the show,
the comic book. That's funny.
It's a comic book?
Is it a comic?
Yeah, it's about the comic book. It's not about the show.
Wait, I just didn't know there was a comic book.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a toy first?
I think so.
I had no idea there was a comic book either until this network thing happened.
And then it's us.
Yes.
Which I joke around about all the time. So how this happened was Michael has been in the podcast community for a long time, and he has a lot of friends.
Karate is friends with a lot of these people as well.
I think Ian was in here at one point for a little while. Yeah. So he's been part of like friends, and all of his friends pretty much have podcasts. And we've talked about 70 millimeter on here. I think almost all the podcasts have been Michael's Something Good at some point, because it was like the Bat and Spider, which is the horror
B
but like
movie.
obscure, like
Oh
like
yeah, like real obscure.
B-side.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah, like everybody. All these shows are just people doing it for fun and enjoyment.
no one
They're
makes
not-
money off of
Nobody's
them.
making
It's
money
not
off
like-
anything. It's not
And
like
it
a
was just
business,
more of a
yeah.
way to like put us all together and cross promote our podcasts, basically. So they're like, "Hey, you guys want to be part of it?" And Michael's like, "I will ask," and here we are.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
that's all it is. It's just
Yeah,
it's basically friends who do shows,
yeah,
and like Catcher, who's on Cinenauts, did our artwork.
yes, yeah.
Eventually, when I start my music podcast with Chris, I'm talking to you, Chris. It's going to be completely original.
And that would
Music
fit
podcast?
nicely.
It'll be the first music
It'd be.
podcast
I was
with
just
two
gonna
guys.
say.
The first two guys doing a music podcast.
Oh gosh, yeah, but I mean, there's not a music podcast in this network. Maybe you guys could join the network.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for fun. It's not really like anything serious. Like, it's. I don't really feel like much has changed. I mean, as far as like we always kind of shouted out podcasts on
Yeah, like
everything we do.
Run
Like,
a Hana,
we
running drink,
do.
running on tap.
Tell me something good every week. It's just basically us being friendly with people,
Yeah.
or at least that's our intention.
I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to build this empire.
Good luck with that.
So the other idea that I sort of have been toying with, and I think that it's in the works right now, or at least I'm trying to get it in the works right now. Sometime coming in the next couple weeks, hopefully, we're going to open up a Will Run For swag shop where we have some T-shirts and some tank tops planned, maybe a hat, a water bottle I was looking at.
Oh yeah, we were messing around with some of those.
A mug,
A mug. Yeah.
coffee mug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just been messing around with some stuff in the store. It'll have our logo on it. I don't know. Someone asked me at some point if we were ever going to do T-shirts, and I was like, I don't know. I would like my own T-shirt for my own podcast
Yeah.
at some point. So
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, right now, all we have is the Diana player ones, which are fabulous.
Yeah, which I still wear
And are
regularly,
still
yeah,
on
yeah.
TeePublic if anybody wants them.
Yeah, they are actually.
And you do.
yeah, it is a great shirt actually.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find some place that does magnets, like car magnets, too. So it'll be a storefront that basically we can pull from a bunch of different vendors, and we'll have just a storefront. So
Yeah.
I'm working on that right now.
Yeah, I run eat drink, like whenever we are on there and they're live, like when they have their swag, their T-shirts and their kind of mugs, I get a little jealous. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I want that.
yeah, exactly. It would be cool
Oh,
to have
yeah.
a mug and all that.
Yeah.
It was funny. We were both on there yesterday at the same time, but when we're
Yeah.
both on at the same time, I can't actually see your chat.
Oh, yeah, no, that is weird. Like if you're on as
2
Will
inch
Run
split
For,
shorts. The Michael.
if you're on as Will Run For and we're on as Will Run For, we don't see what you say pop up until like they're talking and they're saying someone is saying this, and we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we are, and we realize that you're on at the same time.
Yeah, we were. I was sitting on Main Street with Connor having some Starbucks and checked in, and yeah. Then I switched over to my other one, but yeah. And it's saying new style of buff for us to lick.
Oh God.
What if we did split shorts that said "Don't lick your buff on the butt"?
Michael. That's innovation, is what that is. I like it.
I'm just saying it might be popular. They may.
What
be,
I need like a heavy cotton sweatshirt so I can
we
run
are
in it.
definitely doing sweatshirts, heavy sweatshirts.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we could do whatever we want.
It's all print to order.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
all
Yeah,
print to
yeah,
order
yeah.
stuff,
We're
and
not
it's,
like making it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not stuff that we're going. There's some websites that do like, when someone orders it, they do the printing and shipping for us. So it's not like me ordering a bunch of hats and
Yeah.
sweatshirts and having them here and having to ship them myself.
I've done it the other way. It's a complete pain in the butt.
So
Just a heads up.
So that is the one thing that I'm learning from the network we're in, because they all have storefronts, and I'm like, I kind of want one, but I don't know how to do it. So I was chatting with one of them, and they were like, oh, yeah, it's easy. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I did shirts in the past for my other shows, and like I got them done locally and then shipped them all out. Man, that's a super hassle.
I don't want to do that. And we're not looking to make any money off
Yeah,
of
it's just
any
all-
of this. This is
yeah.
probably going to be pretty much at cost plus whatever it costs me to
Run the
shop.
Yeah, have the shop up. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're not looking to make any money off of this. We just want you guys to have some swag out there if you want to wear and rep us during a race.
Yeah, I really wanted a shirt this weekend while I was at the Poly, because I was walking back and forth down the path and all that. I'm like, there's all the runners going by. I'm like, it'd be good if I had a Will Run For shirt on as all these runners were running by.
Yeah.
Maybe like.
Yeah, I feel like now that I think I thought about this like 6 months ago, but like at that time, like no races were happening still.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
like I feel like now that races are happening again, it'd be fun to like have people out there repping us. So
Yeah.
we're gonna make it happen.
Work on the shorts with the logo on
The
the
logo on the butt. Don't lick your buff. Oh god. All right. I think
All
that's
right.
what I got.
Yeah.
All right, do we want to get into something good?
Of
Let's
course.
do it. We've all.
I'm going first.
got a
I'm
big-
going first.
You're going first because you're the only one who wrote anything down.
I'm the only one who wrote anything. Two things. I'll make it quick. First, we were on the plane going to Hawaii. Coming home from Hawaii? Going to Hawaii. And I watched a movie called An American Pickle.
How is that? I always see the thing
Michael.
for it, and like.
I mean,
I can't.
it is exactly what it is. I'm not saying it's good, but you should watch it.
I don't
because
feel like Michael is going to like watching
the
Michael
most-
doesn't like comedies.
I just remembered my something good. Thank you for reminding me, Diana.
It's going to surprise the
Yes.
out of you.
Seth Rogen plays a man who falls into a vat of pickles and is pickled and preserved for
Oh my
100 years.
God.
Oh my God.
Wakes up in modern day, in the present day, goes to Brooklyn and meets his great 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 grandson, who is also Seth Rogen, and starts a pickle empire. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how it was greenlit, but it's probably because Seth Rogen can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah. True.
Second, something good. We watched Class Action Park last night.
So
on
good. So
HBO
good.
Max.
Yeah.
New Jersey is crazy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah, 80s New Jersey was something.
Yeah. My brother got to go to Action Park in its heyday, and then parents figured out how bad it was. And
Yeah.
by the time it was my turn to think about going, my parents were like, F no.
Right?
Do you need to explain what it is to people?
It's a documentary about Action Park in New Jersey in the 80s, but Action Park is a super dangerous water park and
Incredibly dangerous, yeah.
incredibly dangerous. And it's basically one of the guys that, the Wolf of Wall Street guys, like he put a bunch of money into buying this plot of land that was like a ski resort.
Yeah.
And then he turned it into a summertime water park. And they like nothing was up to code. Everything was designed super aggressive
Oh
and
my
super
God.
dangerous. And it's about all of the lawsuits and the injuries and the death that happened at
Yeah.
this park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because then that's why it's called Class Action. Like that was its nickname, Class Action
Yeah.
Park or Traction Park.
Yeah, they said they had to buy, like, they were wasting so many of the town's resources. They had to buy their own ambulances because the ambulances couldn't do anything else except run back and forth from the park.
Oh my God. Yeah, there was one that had opened up down here by me as well. It was called Action Mountain. It was also at a ski resort, and it had a lot of the same rides, like the water slide that went into a
The
loop.
water
They built
slide
that
loop.
twice.
They
is what
built
you're
it
telling me?
twice. Yes. Once wasn't enough for them.
Oh my God.
No spoilers, but I mean, it's not the greatest thing, but like, check out the documentary.
Oh,
it was very interesting.
Super interesting. So my something good
It's gonna be shocking to Diana.
is a little film called Always Be My Maybe.
Oh, it's so good.
It was really good.
It's so
It was
cute.
fun.
So
It was so fun. So it was light. It was like perfect.
It was the
for what
day
I-
that he
yeah.
wanted to play Skyrim, so I was like, well, whatever. I'll just watch TV in the room that you're in while you're playing your video games. So I had the big TV on while he was playing video games, and we watched my something good, which is the Mitchells versus the Machines. And then right after that, I put on Always Be My Maybe because
Yeah.
it's one of those movies I've always meant to watch and never got around to. And
I
now
mean,
it's Michael's something
yeah.
good.
It's basically your generic rom-com with Asian people. I mean, that's the premise of it. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was sweet. I haven't watched a rom. I can't even tell you the last time I watched a rom-com. So
Yeah,
Randall Park is so good.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
in
God,
everything
yeah.
he does, he's so good in all
He's
the
so
Marvel
great.
stuff. Yeah, I love him. Yeah, it's always been on my list to watch, and I just never got around to it. So I
Yeah.
turned it on, and
It was
he
Yeah,
Super
he's the dad on Fresh Off the Boat
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
So good, which was hysterical.
Yeah, I loved that show too. Yeah, I just was shocked the entire time. Every joke that came out of their mouths, he was laughing at. I'm like, who are you? What is happening right now?
What happened
I
to
don't,
Michael?
I don't understand what is happening right now.
Oh God.
But that's what it reminded me. The Mitchells versus the Machines on Netflix. Have you seen that yet?
No.
That's cute.
Oh, it's an animated movie. I really enjoyed the animation. Like it was just, it was a longer than usual animation movie, like because it was almost 2 hours.
Oh,
So I
wow.
feel like they were able to get a lot of story in, and I feel like there was like character development in an animated film. Like I just thought the colors and the pop of the actual animation was very good. It's by who was the people that did the
Cloudy.
Lego movies? The Philip Lord, is that his name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, they did the Lego movies. I just thought the animation and the coloring was very, very good, and I
Oh,
liked the
that's good.
storyline overall. So
Yeah, we started Mar based on your recommendations.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's what we've been watching.
We
basically.
tried to watch the latest episode today, and HBO Max was down.
Oh.
I was very mad because I've
Yeah.
been waiting for like this episode since he
Oh,
was
so
away.
we're further than you because we're caught up.
Yeah.
So he was
All right,
away.
so this is what happens. So basically, I'm just kidding.
Now, also, Tom
Does she eat a
doesn't pay
hoagie?
attention. Tom doesn't pay attention to things, and then because he's not paying attention, he like makes like really bizarre predictions of what could happen. But it's like debunked with like one small like point.
Oh
He's
God.
like, because you know that point where he finds like they still haven't revealed what's on the picture, but you know the best friend she takes the picture.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Tom
yeah.
was like, that's a picture of her body, and I was like, it was found in her diary. It's not a picture of her dead body. Like,
I missed that part.
She had a time turner, and she took a picture of herself, put it in the
Like,
diary
why
to
would
find.
be a picture of her dead body?
That's hilarious.
So it's like stuff like that. Also, we watched the SNL thing before starting the show, which was a bad
Oh.
idea because now stuff that's supposed to be really serious, like
It's
we get
funny.
the giggles watching it.
Yeah.
But it's good. That's not my something good. I just wanted to update you guys that we were watching that.
I think that we
Um,
giggle through it too, but I think that's a product of both the SNL thing and us living from this area.
Yes.
So
Oh,
we just
God,
like the
yeah.
references to it. It just like
Yeah,
it
sometimes
makes
the
us
accents
like
are too
it's
much.
just so.
Oh, you have no idea how many of my relatives sound like that.
and his like that's his family name, right?
Oh yeah, the girl's last name is my mom's maiden name.
Oh my
The,
god.
the dead girl, and I have a cousin named Erin,
Oh god.
Yes.
but her last name is not McManaman, so it's like yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless,
So it just makes us laugh every time too, probably at inappropriate
yeah,
times as
it's
well.
like
So
oh my god,
I
it's
get that.
so yeah.
Yeah. I guess that could be my something good because I didn't really think of anything else. Oh, I watched. Tom didn't watch it. I watched all of Resident Alien on Sci-Fi, which I enjoyed, and there's going to be a second season. So that's Alan Tudyk and all his Alan Tudyk glory.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. He's an alien, and he's among us, but he's just weird. I don't know.
Is it a comedy or is it a?
It's like a comedy.
Okay.
You watched like the first episode, right?
It's like a dark comedy.
Yeah,
though,
it's like
right?
a dark
okay.
comedy.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. There's only 10 episodes. It just finished up a few weeks ago.
And you love everything Alan Tudyk.
Yeah. I mean, Firefly. So,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
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 It kind of feels a little Firefly, like the humor
Okay.
feels a little Firefly.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's what I've watched recently, and I enjoyed it. I laughed out loud. The sheriff, I think, is the best character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
All
even
right.
know if we get sci-fi.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if you can watch it on Hulu.
We'd have to look into that. All right.
Okay. So I guess this is the part where we end the show.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you everyone who's ever listened to this podcast. Anybody that's in the live chat right now, really appreciate you. You know the drill. Please continue to copy us and all your friends and all your running adventures. If you haven't left us a review, we would really like you to leave us a 5-star review on Apple. Whenever you do that, I promise to run 5 miles and dedicate it to you. And if you suggest some ridiculous thing that I need to do while I run, like eat a cicada, I'm not going to do that. But I'll do some other ridiculous stuff. We really like we love the feedback and we really appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. So this is Tom. And for Erin, Michael, and Diana, good night and good luck.
Good night. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
I thought you were going to say good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
If anyone's around and still wants to hop on Zoom, we're here on Zoom right now. I can't figure out how to get to the... Okay, I'm not touching anything. We didn't end up drinking at all, which is really weird. I meant to grab a drink, and then we never actually did. And then I was stuck because of the way my setup is. And we have had... where's the...
Am I ending the stream, or...?
Well, I guess there's a delay, so maybe wait a second so that if
Okay.
anyone wants to hop on. I don't know how to get the mouse up there. How do you get the
Up
mouse
where? Where do you want
to
to go?
the screen?
To the right.
Oh, to the right.
How do people get the Zoom link?
I think
It was
in like, the notes.
it was in a whole bunch of places. It's in
Oh,
the
gotcha. Okay.
the link is in the bio. It was on the Facebook invite. I can actually put it in here if I could figure out how. Why is the rest of Zoom? Why is oh, it's because it's down there. How do I? No, I'm just looking for this stuff. Participants.
Jessica was asking about the Zoom.
Yeah, I am looking for the invitation right now. If I can figure it out.
Invite link.
Copy invite link.
It won't allow you to paste it there.
It won't?
I don't think so.
I don't know if that worked or not. Your new sign off. Well, that was awkward.
It's always awkward.
We got Jessica here.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Did work.
Yeah, it did work. Cool. Might just be Jessica partying with us.